OU freshman running back Joe Mixon will be charged with one misdemeanor count. We learned that today, and we learned that the Norman Police Department has wrapped up its investigation into that incident involving the Sooners freshman running back. Joining us now on the phone is Jason Kersey from the Oklahoman Sports Department. And Jason has been out front on this story from the beginning. Started on a Friday, and on this Friday we learned more. Jason, what can you tell us?
Well, just left the Cleveland County courthouse to pick up a copy of the charge and of the affidavit. Joe Mixon's been charged with the one count of acts resulting in gross injury, which is a misdemeanor. It was a case where, according to what the district attorney and the police saw on the surveillance tape at Oklahoman that night, that there was some sort of verbal altercation. The girl, the alleged victim, apparently shoved Joe Mixon. He lunged at her. She slapped him, and then that's when he punched her. Greg Mashburn, the district attorney, said that he decided not to charge Joe Mixon with a felony aggravated assault and battery because the alleged victim was the one who initiated the physical contact. There's a lot of different witnesses and a lot of different accounts as to who started the verbal altercation, and that's sort of impossible to know with any definity. But we do know that she started the physical aspect of it by shoving him first.
Jason, you mentioned you spoke with Greg Mashburn, the Cleveland County District Attorney. What else did he tell you? You mentioned earlier an interesting point there.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing that he said was that if this had been a case of two men fighting and one man shoving another man, then the second guy punching the first guy, that there probably wouldn't be any charges filed at all. But that in this case, because she had 4 broken bones in her face, her injuries were very, very serious, and he knocked her to the ground. That played a role in it. And then also this particular charge, acts resulting in a gross injury, takes into account the moral aspect of a man hitting a woman. And Greg Mashburn said that played a role in this as well.
We're chatting with OU beat writer Jason Kersey on the phone. He's been following this story involving Joe Mixon. Jason, you mentioned the videotape. That is not going to be released right now since it is still evidence. What's next in this case?
Well, Joe Mixon is going to turn himself in, according to Mashburn, on Monday to face arraignment. And then at that point, it's sort of in the hands of the courts. I think there's a decent chance that there's some sort of resolution maybe before trial. They agree to some sort of plea deal. That's always possible in these cases. But if this thing goes to trial, Greg Mashburn doesn't want to release the video and have it out there. He wants the jury to be the first people from the public to see the video, because if he releases the video out and then everybody sees it, that's really going to make it difficult on him to find an impartial jury. So he said that that's why he wants to keep that in-house for now.
Fine work by our Jason Kersey right there. It's a story that he and Ryan Aber are working on. Jason, I'll let you get back to it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, sir. More coverage from Jason and from Ryan in upcoming editions of the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com.